It's August, it's blazing hot out here. Kids are swimming, but believe it or not, I'm thinking Christmas dinner. If you want Christmas dinner or otherwise winter harvest garden, which is super easy, you've got to plant in the heat. But these are cold, hardy crops. So how do you plant, germinate cold, hardy crops in the summer? That's where my friend, gardening coach, and professional farmer comes into play. I've got a clip from a video he's given me for our Do-It-Yourself Abundance Crash Course. Here's a clip on how the tricks he uses to germinate these cold, hardy seeds.
All right, these are, this is Salanova lettuce, and not really much of a summer crop, but we sell it every week, and we have sold it every week since January, since we started this farm, and we sold it every week last year on another farm. So getting the Salanova going, we seed it out here at our low seeding spot. We take it to the basement where the temperatures are stable and cool. All right, here's the basement setup. Some grow lights to mimic sunlight, and we'll take the flats that we just seeded, and then we'll bring them in here after we watered them really heavy so that the soil is moist, the seeds have taken in water, and then once they start to germinate, so once they start to push their root out, we move them outside into the shade. Moving them out here into the shade, it's more shady, you know, there's some sun and some shade, but it's just about enough to not have it be extremely hot for these guys. So they'll be pretty affected by that, but you can see that this method gives you about 100% germination. That's without a germination chamber. If you don't have a basement, use your crawl space, or if you have a wooded area, or just an area that stays cool and doesn't really get direct sun, there's something you just want a stable temperature, and you're looking at 2-3 days on some of these. If you have an old fridge, there's a whole method of using a germination chamber. That's a whole nother thing. But I'm trying to keep this basic so people can get into it easier. So for some of the more warm season crops, like these are winter squashes here, I'll seed these the same method, and then let them germinate underneath the shade of a tree where it's warmer during the day and warmer at night. Then it's, instead of being a stable, cooler temperature, it's just seemed to work better for us this year. Okay, direct seeded crops. You can see it's 4 beds of carrots right here, and they got pretty good germination considering it's been about 90 every day, and the other week it was in the hundreds. So what we do for the carrots and also the beets and turnips, a lot of these things that we're trying to get to germinate that are cooler season crops, get them to germinate in the heat, and we don't have, you know, we don't have the capability here for us to really water it like enough and correctly. Our well sucks, so we have to figure out other ways. We use the silage tarps. So these are silage tarps from Farmer's Friend, 6 mil, UV treated. They don't leach stuff into the soil. They last a long time. And we put this down white side up. This is a piece that's cut 4 feet wide. So you can see this here. And after we clear a bed, we'll put that down white side down, black side up, and it breaks down everything and gets rid of a lot, it kills the weeds. But for germinating seeds, we use it white side up, reflect the sun, so these cooler crops can germinate underneath the tarp. And then at the end of the day, after they germinate, carrots is usually 4 days. It can change. You have to check it every day. And then after I take the tarp off at like a night time, like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I'll water it to let it get established overnight. That way it can start sending down its root. And yeah, it's a tough thing. It's a tough battle to try and get stuff going in the heat.
If you enjoyed that, check out Casey's entire video. It's about 20 minutes long. It's the first part of a 6-part series he's doing on fall gardening. I'm giving you that very first video, the entire thing, absolutely free. All we need you to do is register. Link is down in the description. Sign up for that. Enjoy that video along with several others from my fellow homesteading expert friends. Get down in there and enjoy that. This is basically a free sampling of my Do-It-Yourself Abundance member area that we're launching next week. So if you're interested, get in there. Get the sample. Totally free. Absolutely no obligation. Enjoy.